What's good, everybody? It is Sunday, September 3rd. This is your daily, and I do mean daily, sports betting brand of record. We like to call it the Early Edge. We are powered, as always, by the almighty SportsLine, the best value in all sports betting, and it's not close. One of the things I love the most about doing this show and helping run this brand is how many Monday morning quarterbacks that there are. Let's go ahead and show our recap from yesterday. Not bad from AB and Amags. Apparently, they're the only two that can be bothered to work on a Saturday. So, Amags, tip of the cap to you. Don't know where everybody else was, but tip of the cap to you sort of as well. Thank you, AB and Amags, for working yesterday. Now, as many of you know, today college football is back. And I mean it's back again. 3 big plays today, and we'll be all over CBS Sports HQ. We will tout that in a moment. But let's bring in the stars of the show. Because on a Sunday morning, when everybody else is sleeping, when everybody else says, I don't need to talk soccer, baseball, football, we do. I have 4 of my absolute very best. Proppy is here. The counselor is here. Sniper is here. And less than 48 hours away from Wheels Up to Tokyo, Japan. I can't even wait to see the content. Buckets, you get 15 seconds today. What are you looking forward to with your trip? Take an early edge overseas.
I wasn't prepared for the 15 seconds today, Coach. Give me a second to process what's going on here, and I'll think of something good, though.
15 seconds will be over by then.
Yeah,
wow.
Thank you, Sniper.
Oh, no.
It's not like it runs when you started to run. It runs when I toss it to you.
The food, Coach, the food.
You know, across from the hotel I stayed in, there was a Kentucky Fried Chicken and a McDonald's. And we ate there more than we ate at the Japanese places. It was so stupid. It was so stupid. That's what we did. Wait till you get there. You'll see it all over the place. There's Americanized stuff everywhere. But right now, you know what's American is apple pie, baseball, and picking the prop. So let's go, gentlemen. This is what we're looking at. These are the top 5 from the SportsLine model. Aaron Judge, Jordan Alvarez, Matt Olson, Shohei, and Kyle Schwarber, who had another leadoff home run last night, 9 this year for Kyle Schwarber. So, Sniper, I'm coming to you first. Who's going to go the yard today?
I am actually going to go off the board here, and I hate doing that. I hardly ever do that, but I really like the spot for Giancarlo Stanton here. He has a home run in 2 of his last 4 games. They tend to come in bunches with him historically throughout his career. Christian Javier on the mound for the Astros. He's had all kinds of problems this year. I thought it was going to be a huge breakout season for him. Instead, he's had issues. He's given up a lot of home runs. Giancarlo Stanton hit a home run against Javier last time, so I'm going to go with Giancarlo Stanton. It was plus 90 on DraftKings when I looked right before the show.
All right, very
good.
Did
I say that right? 290?
That sounds about right. That would sound right, plus 290. See, Buckets, when you go off the board, he actually has a reason for going off the board, not just doing it because you want to have it as your own show. Counselor, talk to me.
Yeah, so I'm going to go with Matt Olson at plus 300. I'm kind of in this moment having it pays to watch live thing going on here because, and we're going to hear something from Sniper later, I think, with respect to this Braves-Dodgers game. But not only do I like Matt Olson, I'll tell you, I think I like it's not an official play yet. I like the first 5 over in that game. It's only 4.5 on DraftKings at minus 120. I think Bobby Miller is very susceptible. He's been susceptible to the fly ball. He's been susceptible to hard hits. But then on the other side, you got Charlie Morton, who's been very good. But I think some people on this show are looking for regression from him, and I can't say I disagree. So I like Matt Olson to go the yard, but I think I like that over first 5, 4.5 as well.
Well, so far it's been a Braves come into L.A., and the lead story every night is how they have just humbled the Dodgers. Will today be more of the same? Proppy, talk to me.
I will take a shot at Shohei Ohtani, Coach, getting a good number on him, usually somewhere between plus 225, plus 275. Also has a good matchup as well, facing Kyle Mueller of the Oakland A's. So let's go Shohei at plus 325.
I saw a story. I don't remember who it was. It could have been like Buster Olney or something. And they was talking about how much Shohei's value's been hurt. They're like, he may not get $600 million next year. It's already down to 510. Damn, that much?
You got to feel bad for him.
$500 million? Yeah. How much do you think he gets, Sniper?
Over 400, less than 5. The 400s.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's 40-something a year. 40-something a year. Yeah, Counselor says above that. Okay. So, Buckets, where are we going today, sir?
Well, Coach, I was going to go off the board, but you know that I am not going to side with my rival, the Sniper, my enemy here on the show, Matt Snyder Sniper. So I'm going to stay on the board just to spite him at this point, and I'm going to back my boy Proppy here. We're going to be going for Shohei Ohtani there at plus 325. As Proppy said, which of course I was also going to say, he's going against Kyle Mueller of the Oakland A's, and that's a fantastic matchup for our boy.
Just in front of your trip to Japan, that makes sense to back Ohtani. So there you go.
Yeah, you should actually go down the streets and do a reverse thing, see how many Japanese people know American stuff. Because we're so arrogant, we think everybody knows our stuff. That's how arrogant we are.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. Buckets in Japan. I can't wait. Now, we are everywhere. And I'm telling you everywhere. I cannot wait to tell you and show you where we're going to grow into. But we're very, very close. But in the meantime, today, you want to download that CBS Sports app because of this.
Get breaking news.
Big news coming out of the NFL today.
Highlights and instant reactions.
The largest final round comeback in Ford championship history. We're down to the final four.
I just want to take time to analyze greatness.
Talk winners and losers with a guy who's already a big winner.
CBS Sports HQ. It's all sports all day long.
You want to analyze greatness? How about today on CBS Sports HQ? Look at this, 11 a.m. Eastern. How about a little college football pregame? 3 big games today. Northwestern, Rutgers, and then tonight, LSU and Florida State. Top 10 preseason matchup. Emory Hunt, the Czar, the Sniper, the Maestro, and Chip, all in the 11 a.m. Eastern hour. You do not want to miss that. But we got to get to our board. And I got to tell you, on a Sunday, all the soccer games are moved up. So, Buckets, if you don't mind, if you can focus for one more show, lead us off.
All right, Coach, I have 3 picks for us here this afternoon, and I'm going to try to speed run these a bit because your boy has not started packing yet, and I got to get some serious work done. But we're starting with the Dutch Eredivisie, and I'm going to tell everybody right now minutes. So get this bet in ASAP. It is a match between Vitesse and AZ Alkmaar, and on paper, Alkmaar is the much better club here. However, they just played a grueling Champions League tie against SK Brann, and they're going to be on tired legs. I expect goals in this one, so I'm taking BTTS and over 2.5 goals at minus 110. Vitesse has hit that in every league game so far this season. Let's go ahead and continue that streak. Then for our second play, we're going to France's League. I always have time to give a good here on the show, where we have Olympique Lyon taking on PSG, a PSG side who just welcomed back Kylian Mbappe with open arms, and Kylian showed how important he is to this club. We're going to be going with something called a win cast, so I'm taking PSG on the money line, parlayed with Kylian Mbappe anytime goal scorer. That's plus 110 here for that match starting at 245. Mbappe has played just 2 games back with the club, and he has scored 3 goals in just 120 minutes. Without Neymar or Messi there, it is the Mbappe show. Expect him to do everything for PSG. And then finally, we go to the German Bundesliga, where we have an incredible matchup between Union Berlin and RB Leipzig. Union Berlin is an absolute fortress at home, but Leipzig has some of the best attack in the world right now with players like Danny Olmo and Luis Openda. Taking over 2.5 goals here at minus 130, which, by the way, has hit in all 6 of both clubs' opening matches this season and has also hit in 6 straight head-to-head matches between the clubs. Over 2.5 goals is the perfect way to play a Bundesliga match.
You just actually popped 2 or 3 names out there, and Zach says Buckets can't even pronounce players' names properly. How's he going to communicate in Japan? That's a very real
Google Translate, right? The phone talks for you.
Please roll video on that. Please roll video on that. Proppy, you open this can. This is all you. 2024. That's my boy. You started this. You're up next.
All right, Coach. We've got 3 plays, starting with a side. I'm going to go to the Seattle Mariners money line facing the Mets. This is a big mismatch on paper, in my opinion. George Kirby on the mound for Seattle. He has been fantastic. He is a Cy Young contender. 2 teams heading in completely opposite directions. The Mets have just been pretty much lifeless. They are starting Tyler McGill, ERA over 5. So I think this is a big mismatch and advantage for Seattle. So I will back them on the money line. And then we're going to go to Shohei Ohtani, aforementioned in the home run prop. I think he has a great game today. Over 1.5 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. You can find us at -130 on DraftKings, getting a good number there. Facing Kyle Mueller, who has been absolutely terrible, an ERA of nearly 8. So I like Shohei Ohtani to show out today. And then last but not least, Freddie Freeman, over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Really looking forward to this Dodgers-Braves game. I think he is set up nicely against the veteran Charlie Morton. 18 at-bats. He's had 8 hits, a couple of home runs, 3 home runs, I believe. Excellent historic numbers versus Morton. Usually Freddie Freeman is 2.5, so getting a good number here over 1.5. So, yeah, let's back both these props and hit this money line.
It really feels like the entire crew is leaning into the over tonight. If I only had one more play to kind of tip me in that Braves-Dodgers, I don't know. Maybe we'll get there. But not before I pay all of my guys. They're very, very expensive. One more message from one of our incredible partners. Let's go.
Driving into the stadium, seeing everybody tailgating, I get that ready-to-go feeling.
You know, to walk through the fan section over there and see that many people excited about football, so I'm really looking forward to it.
You get away from football for a little bit and then you start missing and you get that itch again.
For me, that first catch is everything. Once I get one catch, I'm in the zone.
Get back to football.
It's been too long.
We can't wait.
Can't wait.
We can't wait.
We can't wait.
And we can't wait either. Oh, my goodness. Are you serious right now? Don't forget, turn on your notifications. Tuesday starts our NFL Mega Preview every single Tuesday. Then every single primetime night, Thursday, Sunday, Monday, we have a live show at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. But tonight is also about college football. And if you watched our Wednesday, 3 p.m. Eastern college football show, then you would have had this play already at 55.5. But Chip gave it out on Wednesday for a reason. He told you that it was going to go up, and it has to 56.5. So get in on it now. Tonight, LSU and Florida State. And by the way, if you didn't get this on SportsLine, what are you doing? But I'm going to do you a solid right here, right now. I'm going to give you 60% off. Use a promo code COACH. Come on in. The water's warm. You could try out all my cappers, all my simulations, all the articles, everything. Then after that, we're in December. We're knee-deep in the NFL and college football playoff season. By then, you're playing with house money. Come on in. Use a promo code COACH. Thank you, Chip Patterson, for that over on Wednesday. Save me a point. Probably going to cash me a ticket. Now, we got to get serious. Counselor, I got to come to you because Arizona, they're Jekyll and Hyde. I don't know which team's going to show up from night to night. Can you help me today?
You're exactly right. And by the way, speaking of college football, we are Jim Harbaugh days away from NFL kickoff, Kansas City and Detroit. And I cannot wait for that Thursday night primetime game, which I will be on as well, to kick off the primetime season. It is going to be so awesome. Everybody, make sure you watch that. Coach, you're right. The Diamondbacks have been Jekyll and Hyde. So when I support them, it's usually when they have somebody on the mound that I really love, and it's Zach Gallen on the mound. And by the way, for those of you that are not closely following the Diamondbacks in the wild card race, the Diamondbacks are very much in the thick of the wild card race. So plenty to play for. And they've got Zach Gallen on the mound, who's, you know, hasn't been the same Zach Gallen this year that I think we expected. But honestly, his numbers are still really good, and they're even better at home. So when I look at Zach Gallen, and I look at how good he is, granted, this is an imposing Orioles lineup, but in the first fives, I'm actually focused on the pitching matchup more than anything. And we've got Flaherty on the mound for the Baltimore Orioles. And the first thing we have to ask ourselves is, what has Flaherty been doing well? And that's all the time we have for that, because he hasn't been doing much well at all. He's not going deep into games. He's getting hit hard. His control is off. It's just been overall bad since the Orioles acquired him. And even before the Orioles acquired him, frankly, Flaherty hasn't been that good. So I'm focused on the pitching matchup here. Give me Zach Gallen. It's very juicy. It's -150, but I expect the D-backs to prevail after 5 innings here. Give me the D-backs -150 money line.
Such a smart way to attack a game, starting pitching and then not worry about what happens in the 6th through the 9th inning. Counselor, thank you as always. Now, we've been teasing it the entire show. Everybody seems to lean into a big-time game tonight, a serious sniper that the Braves have dominated so far. What do you got for us?
Yeah, I'm actually going to go Dodgers over 4.5 runs. And it's a little bit of a contrarian. I guess it's a shout out to Zach Attack, our resident contrarian here. But look, the Dodgers haven't hit well the last 2 games here against the Braves. The Braves have dominated this series. The one game that was close Friday, the final score was close, but the Braves got out to a huge lead there with Ronald Acuna Jr. hitting that grand slam early in the game. Charlie Morton has a 0.38 ERA in his last 4 outings, so he's been brilliant. But he's 39 years old, and I just feel like the Dodgers are about to bust out. I don't feel like the Braves are going to sweep all 4 here. A 4-game sweep is something that only really happens to like the A's and the Royals, really. So it's hard for me to wrap my arms around the Dodgers getting swept at home by anybody, even this ridiculous Braves team. So I am going to say that the Dodgers bust loose here against Charlie Morton early. They scored over 6 runs per game in August. They haven't really hit well in these first 2 games in September. I don't think that's a trend. I think there's some evening out to happen here. And Sia brought up as we were talking before the show, if I like this, I probably like the over as a whole for the game with that Braves offense against Miller. That's reasonable as well. I just zeroed in on the Dodgers here because I think Morton's due to get hit as the Dodgers hit him last time they saw him in Dodger Stadium, which was last year. And the Dodgers offense is due to bust through. Mookie has good career numbers against Morton. Freddie Freeman, as Proppy said, that's a good play as well. I was actually going to play that one, and he just got there first. So I like the Freddie prop as well.
I will ask all of you at home, as Buckets is so completely confused by now by an actually legit breakdown into an exact sport. Do you want to do the work? I didn't think so. By the way, tip of the cap to AB, our 5-tool player in the chat today. You guys have been asking questions. He's everything college football for us. All right, but we're only going to be here like 1 more minute because you're going to grab your paper. You're going to grab your pencil. Here is the recap, courtesy of the Snake, always on the 1s and the 2s. Propstarz, we're going Mariners on the money line. They narrowly won last night, but today's a new day. They're going to blow them out. No sweat. Then Shohei, let's have a day. Over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Freddie Freeman, let's do the same thing. Then Counselor, all over Zach Gallen today. Diamondbacks, first 5 money line. Pay the juice. Don't even worry about it. Sniper, Dodgers team total over 4.5. Even money. Then Buckets. Vitesse, Alkmaar. Both teams to score, put it over 2.5, bring that down to -110. Killian, did you really think he was going anywhere? Please. Anytime goal scorer, PSG on the money line, +110. And then in the Bundesliga, Ihnen Berlin, RB Leipzig, over 2.5, -130. Then Chip, you could have had this on Wednesday, 55.5. It's up to 56.5 now. We're just trying to prove a point. Hashtag, it pays to watch live. Now, do not forget that this week starts our busy fall schedule. And we have spent countless hours trying to put together this schedule for you. And we have now finally secured it. Take a picture. Take a screen grab. Whatever you need to do. What do you notice about that? You notice that we're the only brand that is on every single day, multiple times a day. There's nobody else doing it. You can go look for them. They don't exist. We do. So turn on your notification. Bring all your friends. We want the biggest sports betting party in America. That is the schedule for the fall. So with all that being said, there's only one thing left to do. And I believe you all know what that is. You've got your marching orders. Let's take all of these Sunday tickets straight to the pay window. Ryan Tucker, Lobo, Counselor, Sniper, Proppy, even Buckets. Don't forget about Snake, always on the 1s and the 2s. I'm the coach, trying to keep train on said track. We grind for you, so we can win with you. That's what we're all about right here at the Early Edge. Good luck.